Hello, David here, and I want to talk to you today about a question that I often get about what equipment do I need to do Skywarn or storm spotting or reporting weather events to RACES or the National Weather Service. Now, I've been doing this a few years, and when I started out, the only equipment I had was this radio right here. And it was an inexpensive radio, but with a good antenna on it, it was enough to reach the local repeater. Now, over the years, I've sort of changed up what I carry, and now I carry this little bag. And I wanted to talk to you about what is in it. And I'm going to carry this over to the workbench, and then we'll pull it apart and show you what's in there. Okay, so what I've got here is this is the bag that I carry with me in my car. Comes into the house, goes into my office at work, and my office at home. And it has what I would say everything that I feel I have used or needed over the years for Skywarn reporting. And it's not a huge bag, and most of the stuff is not even all that complicated, but I wanted to go over it. The first and foremost thing I've got here is I've got my RACES identification. Get that off of there. Just an identification card holder, nothing real big. You know, you can put it over your neck, with a lanyard. So that's somewhat important for me to carry, I think, to carry with me. This bag itself does have a strap. I usually keep it wrapped up in the back here, in here with the little Velcro thing, keeping it out of the way. And I typically carry it by the handle, but if I wanted to, I could use the strap. So I'm going to get the strap out of the way here real quick. Alright, so the main thing that we use is the radio. Now, there's a lot of different radios. I'm not saying one any better than the other one. This is an Anytone. It's a DMR radio. It works really well. Now, for Skywarn, it wouldn't use the little rubber duck antenna, but I also use this for DMR. They're the hotspot, so I don't need a lot of antenna for DMR hotspot. The main reason I have picked this one is its Bluetooth capability, and I say that because it works really well with this Parrot Bluetooth headset. It just connects right up. You have volume controls and everything on the side here. It works really well. It also has a Bluetooth push to talk button, which also makes it a little bit handier. If I'm using the strap, I can just turn the radio on, get it on the appropriate analog channel for our RACES repeater, lock the keyboard, and then it won't change channels, and all I have to do is adjust the volume if I want to do that. I can put it back in the pouch, use the strap over my shoulder, and be hands-free with the PTT button and the headset. Alright, so that's the radio. Now, what I keep in this little pouch, besides the little Bluetooth guy, these are a little tight in here, is a spare battery. Okay, that's just a spare battery for that radio, and a spare battery. So I have the radio charged, 2 spare batteries. That's all I keep in this pouch. So that takes care of the front. There's nothing else. Oh, one other thing. When we don't want to use the rubber ducky, I have another little antennae right in here. Where'd you go? There, it's up here. There we go. This is actually it's similar to the Abri antennas, but this one, instead of folding up, it rolls up, and you can unroll it sometimes. And it makes a nice, well, it should. I guess I've kept it rolled up too long. There we go. It does make a pretty nice antenna lengthwise, and it seems to work pretty well. And then when you're done, you just roll it up and put it out of the way. Okay, so on the back, one of the primary things we use is our cell phones. So I've got a charger pack here that I use. This is one of them that you just plug it directly into the wall to charge it, and it'll tell you on the front what the charge level is. So you can see now I'm at 100. So I keep that, and that's in the back. We'll put that over here out of the way. Now, on the side, I'm not 100% happy with this pouch, but it's pretty nice. This is the flashlight I keep. It's a stream light, and the string is so that you can put it around your neck if you so desire. It's got a little magnetic button on the back, but it has two beams. It has a beam out of the front, like a regular flashlight, but if you put this around your neck, look at there. If you hang this around your neck, it also has a flashlight out this side. So if it's hanging like that, you have light out the front. Now you can actually turn them on if you think you need to see where you're walking at your feet and up above. So it's very, very useful. Like I said, the pouch I'm not super happy with. It is pretty cool, and it's a double pouch. It's got a big pouch there and a teeny little pouch in the back, which I'm not sure I'll ever use, but it's pretty good. All right, so let me open it up and show you what's on the inside. Now this little pull tie, these are glow in the dark, so they work pretty well. All right, so on the inside here, we have a whistle that keeps falling out of its pouch. Normally stays up in here. Well, actually, normally it doesn't stay up in there. It always falls out. The only thing I don't like about this particular bag is these pockets are a little large. If they were a little tighter, it would probably be better. But an emergency whistle, and that's in case, you know, God forbid, you get into trouble and you need some help. I have an anemometer because I do prefer to take you know, realistic wind settings. So we just a small little SkyMate anemometer. Up here we have a Right in the Rain notebook and a compass. Occasionally, I think that's all that's in there. Yeah. Occasionally you need to know which direction the wind is coming from. I can usually figure that out by where I'm at. I don't really need this, but if I should need it, I have it. I can tell them, hey, the wind is coming out of the northeast or whatever. The next thing I've got here is a set of small binoculars. These are 12 by 25s. They work very well, and if you're like, you know, on a high area where you've parked and you want to get a better view of the weather, a little set of binoculars is pretty good to have. I have two. These are Right in the Rain pins, just two because, you know, if you drop one. And I like the orange again because it's easy to spot, and if you're in not a tornado, but even in a heavy thunderstorm, the lighting may not be real well. A small Sharpie. Why? Just because you need a Sharpie. Everybody needs a Sharpie. I do have a little metal rule, or scale sometimes I call them, and that's just if I want to actually get a proper measurement on hail. Now this is the main thing. Here's another. This is another Right in the Rain pen, a little bit different variety, but it's a Right in the Rain pen, and I keep that right there. This is just a little clipboard. The only thing different about these is the cards. These are 5x7, 3x5 cards, and I have written on here the things that I need to be reporting. And I say that because if you're in a panic situation, you see something you want to report, it's good to have your thoughts gathered and report in the proper manner. So we have what they call tactical call sign Delta November, and then they say Delta November, go ahead, Alpha Foxtrot 5 Delta November. Where are you? Here's my location. I've written it down. Wind speed, I've measured that or guesstimated it. Wind direction, I either know what it is or I use my compass to tell that. Is there any hail? If so, I can measure that. And the wind speed, I mark whether it's measured or estimated. Hail, you mark that down. Any other place for notes, and then at the bottom when you're finished, your full call sign Alpha Foxtrot 5 Delta November. Okay, that's all that's on these little cards. So I can pop this open or use one of the other pens and write this stuff down, then get the radio, because it's push to talk, not push to think. I've already written down the information I need minimum to report, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's it for this video. The bottom line is, if you're interested in Skywarn, you can go as simple as just a handheld radio to a full kit like this. I would recommend that you use a mobile radio in your car, one with a little more power, a little better antenna, but you can start with something like this if you can reach your local Races or Aries repeater or CERT repeater, or whichever one in your area takes care of Skywarn. That's it for this video. This is what I used. AF5DN.